was part of a group, September 11th Families for Peaceful Tomorrows, who were one of the groups lobbying to have the trials here and to close Guantanamo. Well, coming here, I didn't know what to expect, except I had heard and read by people who questioned the legitimacy of having the hearings here, had said that there was lack of openness and this and that, and I knew that there were very expert attorneys on both sides. What I didn't understand was how the defense has to fight for every single principle, every single motion that we assume is part of a fair and open trial for someone when their life is at stake. And one of the fundamentals of our nation is the best defense possible for people accused of felonies. What I also didn't realize was the extent of control by the government and the military of this process. The fact that the trial is taking place here has more to do with the way our political system works in the last few decades, and seems to be becoming more so, where there are interests that are very well funded, that have great influence over elected officials, over the executive, even over the Supreme Court sometimes. I think that President Obama believed it was the right thing to close Guantanamo and to have the trials in Manhattan. But I think a couple of weeks into his first term, he backed down to pressure, behind-the-scenes pressure. Oh, a military crime, a military trial. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, worse than murder? Worse than a terrorist attack like Timothy McVeigh? Is it worse than what Timothy McVeigh did? The scale of it, the weapons. But is it worse? It's mass murder. That's what it is. It's homicide. The fact that these people are not U.S. citizens or residents, but come from other nations, does not make it any different. It makes it an international crime. And what I might have said up there, I forgot, which I've said to you before, I believe, is that I think that they should be tried in international criminal court. Of course, they wouldn't be, because the U.S. isn't a member of the International Criminal Court. I find that people are sincere. I have met, with a group of us met with the prosecution team. They believe in what they're doing. They're very bright. They're very accomplished. I, for one, don't understand how someone can argue this in a dispassionate way. But I'm not an attorney. In some ways, I'm horrified by what I've seen here and very upset. Because to me, the process is more important than anything. This case is not being argued for my son or any of the other victims. It's the United States against them. And the United States is what it is because of our Constitution. So to me, that's the real client here. My son's name was Gregory Rodriguez. We called him Greg. He was 31. He worked in IT as part of eSpeed, which was a sub-company of Cantor.